What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Please, before we get started, like, comment, subscribe. We are 7 weeks out. It is time to whip out the diet hacks. We are very lean right now. This is where we are right now. This is what we're looking like pretty much 2 days ago. And we are going to be getting shredded, right, in the next 7 weeks because I'm stepping on stage. I have a strategy to approach this that I feel is the best way to approach something like this. So if you are someone that is in a similar position to me, you don't have to be on prep, but if you are dieting and you are very lean and you are trying to get shredded, this video is definitely for you. Or if you feel like doing that in the future, this video is also for you. So stay tuned. I know this part of the video is going to be boring. I'm going to try not to ramble, but you have to understand this concept. It's super important before we get into the exciting stuff, the actual stuff that I'm going to be eating, because it won't even make sense to you if you don't watch this part. So please don't skip to the food and what I'm actually eating. Just listen to this. I am telling you, it will make a huge difference for you going through this process. See, my diet is low in fat, high in carbs. Reason for that is a couple of them, but for purposes of this video, fat has 9 calories per gram. Carbs have 4 calories per gram, right? So fat is more calorically dense. So basically, when you have a lot more fat in your meals are going to be smaller and contain less volume, meaning they're not going to fill you up as much. You want to create meals that have a lot of volume, but not a lot of calories, all right? And I'm going to go over a lot of those things. So the first way you achieve that is by having lower fats, higher carbs. There's a really good thing about fiber. There's 2 types of it. There's insoluble and soluble fiber. One has 2 calories per gram, one has 0 calories per gram. Fiber is a type of carbohydrate, okay? So there you go, having the carbs higher, they're allowing you to have more fiber, all right? So that's gonna be another hack that we get into. That's a way to create more volume in your foods while having less calories and also helping you with digestion, because if you have more fiber in your meals, lower fats, bigger portions, right? And the third way we achieve this is through a way that's controversial. But listen, man, if you're getting shredded, I don't think you're going to give a shit when you're dying and you need to eat something and you want it to taste kind of good. Artificial sweeteners all the way. That's how you make your food taste good. Try to limit them as much as possible if you want. Have the natural one, stevia. I don't like that one. I like aspartame. I think that's the best one. But combining all these 3 things, low fats, high fiber, and artificial sweeteners, is basically how you achieve higher volume of food, lower calories, fill yourself up, and actually have things that taste good. And since your taste buds are gonna be so sensitive right now, you can have shit that tastes like freaking, I'm telling you, the things that I'm going to mention will taste like literally burgers, ice cream, and french fries to you if you're actually pretty freaking lean. Let's get right into it. So this is what we got. I'm gonna go through everything to basically help you guys understand how I'm gonna survive this and help you survive this. I think we'll start with breakfast first. So for breakfast, it sounds a little gross, but I usually either have chicken with like cinnamon on it or egg whites, or I make something like something with a lot of Greek yogurt. It's a lot of volume. You could use fruit. Fruit has fiber. Certain types of fruit have a lot of fiber in your Greek yogurt. I don't have any, and personally I'm not using that right now, but with Greek yogurt, you could put that with oatmeal, or I got low-fat granola, right? And this also has a lot of fiber. So basically it's not a lot. It has 2 grams. It has more. It says it on the front, good source of fiber. It's all right. As you can see so far, everything for breakfast is low fat, right? I haven't really found any breakfast items that are high in fiber, but as you can see, this Light and Fit Greek yogurt, 0 grams of fat, 10 carbs, 14 grams of protein. That's the other thing. You want a lot of protein. You're on a bodybuilding program, you're trying to get shredded, you need to maintain muscle. So all these things also, I forgot to mention that, should contain a lot of protein, right? So low fat, high fiber, sweeteners, if you can mentally accept that you're being unhealthy or whatever, I definitely can, and then high protein, all right? So I think, and then also for breakfast, look, this is key right here. Sugar-free syrup. This one says 15 calories. They're probably all about the same amount of calories, but I like the ones that say 5 calories, but this is all I could get at the moment, and I needed it. use cinnamon to like sweeten the light and fit. You could use like lower calorie chocolate chips and stuff. I'll usually go, Carrie, throw me one of those protein bars. I'll usually top, like if I, here, the Bear Bells. I'll usually top, I'll usually top the, like I'll make a bowl with the Greek yogurt, with this stuff, with the sugar-free syrup, maybe put a little granola, tiny bit, and then top it, like chop up a bar and sprinkle it on there instead of actually having chocolate chips, just so I could hit my macros easier. That pretty much covers breakfast. It's not a lot of options right now, but we're looking for more, all right? But you kind of get the gist. Also, actually, I forgot this one. This could technically be a breakfast item or a lunch item. It's basically fiber bread, keto bread. So this has 9 grams of fiber, 6 grams of protein, 35 calories per slice. It's not the best, but you put a little something on top, like a tiny bit of low-fat butter or something. I'm sure you can get creative. Maybe some of this Greek yogurt, and it's very tolerable. And again, very low in calories, very high in protein, pretty high in protein, and high in fiber, which is key. Lunch. So basically for lunch, I will have very lean ground beef from Trader Joe's, 96.4, chicken or tuna fish, right here, low fat, high protein, and the way I'll make my tuna fish, I'll usually use like light mayonnaise. If I'm making the ground beef, I will probably use some type of hot sauce to make it taste good, or I have a shit ton of, Carrie, turn the camera, of low calorie sauces here, as you can see, like sweet mustard. All of these contain like decent amount of sugar, so they are pretty low calorie if you just use a little bit. Also for lunch, I will have a lot of the times, this could also be a breakfast option. Fiber One wraps, huge. These taste so freaking good. They're amazing. 70 calories per wrap, 2 grams of fat, tons of freaking volume. They taste good. 5 grams of protein, 14 carbs, but 7 of those carbs are fiber. So that's why it's so low calories. Even though there's 14 carbs, half the carbs are fiber. So you're going to save calories. Since a carb has 4 calories per gram, fiber has less calories per gram, like 2 or 0. So you're going to save in calories, as I explained earlier. Another meal I'll make for lunch, right? I have some cold cuts right here. Like 5 packs of cold cuts. We're not really saving money on a bodybuilding prep. We're going to spend a lot of money. I have like 5 packs of these. I usually use about 8 ounces, so I throw almost the whole thing on there. Your salt goes pretty low on a bodybuilding prep too, so it's not too bad to throw 1,000 milligrams of salt plus in one meal. Trust me, it's probably not going to hurt you, right? So I'll throw the whole pack basically, get some pickles because they're super low in calories, and then I will take this entire bag of protein chips. Another great hack, if you could find things like this that taste good, like protein snacks that you actually like, hack. This has 6 grams of fat, 5 carbs, only 1 gram of fiber, but 20 grams of protein, all right? And basically these chips, they have a lot of volume because they're very like airy, basically. They're almost like puffy chips, like a cheese doodle or something like that. So they're light, so you get a lot of volume since each chip doesn't weigh a lot. They're not dense, so you get a lot for a low amount of calories and a lot of protein. So key, if you can find things like this, let me know. Like, use that in your diet because it will help you so much. When it comes to breakfast or even for snacks at night, these are great. You got, basically they're rice cake chips. You know, for a serving, it's about 110 calories, 0.5 grams of fat, 25 carbs. So it's not really high in fiber, but it's pretty low in calories, and they're airy, just like these. So that helps you get that volume. It feels like you're eating a lot, but they don't weigh a lot. They're not dense again, so you get a lot of volume out of it. So I also will have rice cakes. You know, you could have these at night. Put some, oh, Carrie, throw in that PB2. That's another thing you could do, right? You can make these into a dessert at night or have it with breakfast, and like I did that this morning. Like I threw this Greek stuff and with this stuff, the sugar-free syrup, and I basically made like what would you even call that, like a freaking a parfait, the rice cakes with Greek yogurt on top. What is that?
Prep the white.
I don't know what you call it. I guess it's like some type of cake. I don't know. But it's good. It's not bad. I do like it. And so you could put this on top of the rice cake. Basically, what you do is you just add a tiny bit of water to it, and it becomes like peanut butter. 60 calories, 6 grams of protein, very low in fat, only 1.5 grams of fat. The thing is, I really don't like to have powders anymore when my calories get really low, because I feel like they don't fill me up. But if they fill you up, good, go for it. Low in fat, you're still gonna get volume, right? It's not gonna be calorically dense, which is the key, right? So for dinner, I do a lot of the same things I'll have for lunch, right? I'll use the fiber wraps, you know, I'll use the ground beef or chicken. But the one thing I do different for dinner a lot is I have salads. I would say salads are the absolute GOAT when it comes to this shit, all right? Because if you think about it, all of the shit we're doing here is we're basically turning every meal into a salad. Like, what is a salad? It's like the original high volume. You can have a ton of it for a very low amount of calories. So it's the GOAT. It's the OG. All right. And basically, you know, you can do a salad however you like, but I just put romaine lettuce, tomatoes. I have carrots and onions. Right. I try to make about 60 calories. I write it down as 60 calories of the salad contents, and then I'll put a shit ton of chicken to hit my macros. Again, that's low fat, so we're good. And then I'll add like a very low calorie dressing. I have a bunch of them right here. I actually just had this tonight. So here I have my low calorie dressings, Italian ranch and blue cheese. Oh, 2 ranches. I had a blue cheese in there too. But you know, it hits and it fills you up. Like, salad fills me up. That shit saves me on this shit. All right. So that's basically what I've been doing for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Get into desserts. I like to have a lot of the times, right? I have a couple different things that I'll do. Light string cheese. Thank you, Carrie, my assistant. Light string cheese goes good with popcorn. Popcorn is the freaking GOAT. All right. I got all these flavors. These are good brands right here. Smart Pop, Pop Secret, 94% fat free. You just want a brand of popcorn that has low fat, not a lot of sugar, because that's what's going to rev up your calories again, you know. And it's a pretty decent source of fiber. In one bag, 120 calories worth, you get 4 grams of fiber. Not great, but it's pretty freaking good. It's not bad, you know. And then I got the kettle corn one too. It's 100 calorie bags. You know, you get them in the supermarket or Amazon or something. And I'll have that usually with like string cheese, or sometimes I'll take the popcorn and I'll throw these protein chips in there. You know, it all depends on like how my macros are breaking down for the day. And that's like one style of meal of like dessert that I'll have. But if I'm not feeling that, like I go through phases with this stuff. If I'm not feeling that, this is like the ultimate hack that we just pulled in. And it doesn't taste good to me until my taste buds get like this. It's so funny. But right now, this shit tastes like Haagen-Dazs, bro. All right, I got all the flavors on deck. Halo Top, this shit is the GOAT for flavor, like, oh my God. And calories, this entire thing, like these range from like 300 to 370 calories, I think, for the entire freaking thing. 1,000 calories would be Haagen-Dazs for an entire pint. And basically, the way they do this is high fiber, low fat, and then artificial sweeteners. They use sugar, alcohol, right? Probably some other shit too. And you get 19 grams of protein in the whole thing. Absolutely fire. I'm literally having one of these at night, pretty much every night right now. I'm on a kick. All right. And what I do is, to make it even better, is I'll like mix them. I'll do like half of one flavor, half of another. And then I'll put a little bit of this stuff on top. Boom. And I'll put a little bit of the fat-free Reddi-wip, bro. 5 calories per freaking serving. 5 calories per serving. Do we even have to track that? Like, I don't even think you have to track that. The thing is, like, these by themselves don't taste really good, but like when you mix it with the Halo Top and stuff, like the shitty flavors tend to get lost along the way. It's kind of like that with this stuff. You kind of have to like try different things out with these low calorie things, because a lot of the things taste nasty by themselves, but if you mix them together in the right way, you can find things that you really like. Like I'm telling you, Halo Top with this shit right now tastes like a cake. It's freaking delicious. All right. Another thing. You see, now I get these pre-made from my gym, but I am going to be learning how to make a lot of different types of these things. I've bought all the types of ingredients. The thing is, it's like very complicated. We'll get into that in another video, but look at this shit. These taste, I promise you, like cupcakes. Like I eat these even in my bulk, during my bulks. They're fire. I don't know how they do it. I don't even know if I want to know how they do it because I don't know if I believe the macros. 90 calories, 2 grams of fat, 12 carbs, and 6 grams of protein in each one. So I'm having 2 of these tonight. All right, 180 calories. The whole thing, what is that? 270 calories. Like 3 cupcakes. Imagine 3 cupcakes this size would be 800 calories if they were for real. I think that basically covers it all. These are all the things I am using since my taste buds are super sensitive, my calories super low. It's going to give me more volume. It's going to keep me fuller. And basically, I can enjoy myself more. It's like, I do know that I'm on a diet, but it's like I don't have to eat bland chicken all the time and freaking like just hate life. You know, I still basically, since my taste buds are so sensitive, get to almost enjoy food the way I would normally enjoy it, if you think about it. So that wraps up the video. I hope you guys could use some of this because I'm telling you, like, this information could save your diet because this shit gets hard and you might want to quit if you don't have things that you actually like to eat. So peace.